Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Damn, Gina. Damn, Gina. Damn, Gina. Good morning. Am I getting the name correctly? Is that the intended pronunciation? Because otherwise I'd make a fool myself so early in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura González. That's me. I'm Laura González. Then Gina says, "See." That is so funny. Damn, Gina. Uh, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have tarot today, and we have a whole lot of tarot decks. I don't know which one's going to be first. Probably the B tarot. So anyway, we're going to have the Unbridled Spirit Tarot. We are going to have the B Tarot. Those two, I'm reading from the book. Then we're going to do the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Hello, Kiki Quintana. Kiki Quintana. Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot because I love it. And last but not least, we're going to go old school classic. We're doing Rider Waite Smith. Hopefully, with nothing but good news today. Please, God. Please, Goddess. No, we need to know what we need to know, good, bad, and everything in between. So let's breathe. Breathe with me, friends. Breathe in the beauty of everything that is green and keep us alive. Breathe out to feed the trees. And breathe in one more time. We ask the divine, the goddess, to let us see what we need to see, and may that information be used for the greater good. And from the B Tarot, I'm a B. Hello, AB. AB gonna be. AB gonna be AB. Y'all have songs. Kiki Quintana has her song. AB is gonna have another song. We have the King of Pentacles reverse. We have this guy not too long ago. I think last week. I don't think it was Friday, but it was last week sometimes. Great to see you too, my dear friend. Okay, King of Pentacles. Here he is, the King of Pentacles, and he came out reverse for us today. Hello, marvelously Marissa. So, this is an individual who overdoes everything. They overindulge, they overspend, they have a tendency to debt and go from one self-induced crisis to another. They love things but will collect them for face value alone. They may not ever use them. They can be uncouth and insensitive to the needs of others. Hello, Rosa Posada. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to you too. And yeah, I guess we are being told not to overindulge or to be more mindful or where we are spending our money. Good morning, Rahizi. I can't wait to see the class from last night. It was great. All about the mascales. This is an individual who overdoes everything. They overindulge, they overspend, they have a tendency to debt and go from one self-induced crisis to another. They love things but will collect them for face value alone. They might not ever use them. They can be uncouth and insensitive to the needs of others. I hope that's how you pronounce that word. Uncouth. Uncouth. I don't even know what it means. Can somebody tell me what it means? I mean, by context, I think I get it, but my sons took me out and we couldn't make it in home on time. It was a great class, Rosa, and for people like Selma, like Guillermo, who are watching the whole series. We talk about Temascaltosi, the lady of Temascali. We introduce the use of Temascali, and the next month we're going to talk about um, Tlazolteo, which is also very much related to the Temascali and cleansing and letting go in the beginning of fall and all of that. On cows rounds with booth. So it's uncouth? Uncouth like booth. Is that correct, Marissa? Uncouth like booth? A booth? Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Thank you very much. Mm. So if you couldn't join us for the Temascaltosi yesterday, you can go to bluewitch.org and then you can sign up for the class and then you can watch it. Especially if you go to Temascali, sweat lodges, and hippies, if you like that kind of work, uh, this is how we do it in what is now the geopolitical Mexico City. And you might want to be informed and watch that and, you know, and then obviously the next class is going to be next month. It's going to be on October 12th. And it's kind of like a continuation. All the classes stand alone on their own. But if you watch the whole series, it will make a lot of sense for you to watch the one from yesterday and then come next month. Oh my God, Rahisi, you win the internet today. Rahisi says, marvelous tip. Uncouth rhymes with booth. And what the hell does it mean? I will look it up. I will look it up later. Let's see what the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot has for us today. I was talking to my ESL student today and I was telling her, you think I don't make mistakes? She's like, no. I'm like, oh my God, honey. I make so many mistakes. It's like, you know, English is a second language. You're going to stumble into a million things a million times. So we have the Six of Potions. Who is Johnny? Welcome, who is Johnny? Johnny just came to the live. And I love your name, my friend. Who is Johnny? So, Six of Cups, reverse. This is a card of innocence lost. It's a card of wake-up call. It's a card of feeling a little bit left out, feeling emotionally drained. If you've been alive in this United States for the past 9 months, you're probably feeling this way. If you've been alive in the United States for the past week, you might be feeling this way. If you've been alive for as long as you've been alive and you are struggling emotionally, you might feel this way, especially if you're feeling that people that you used to have a very good relationship with is now kind of disappearing. People, concepts, friendships. It's not an easy place to blah. It's not an easy place to be, and it's not a pleasant feeling. However, like every emotion, is there to give us information, right? And the information that the Six of Cups is telling us is not to be naive, not to be too um, overly empathetic or overly sympathizing with people that probably wouldn't do that for you. Yes, I'm talking about being selfish because we have to be selfish at times, right? So this is a feeling that is giving us information, and that information is like, yeah, those people, those situations might not be trustworthy anymore, and that might be people, places, or situations you might want to remove yourself from because That feeling you have been feeling of not fitting in or not being part of it, of not being welcome, your feelings are correct. Unfortunately, that is the truth. You kind of being left out. Sorry. Anyway, don't be left out about this. Listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. On Thursday morning, on Thursday morning at 8 o'clock Central, I don't know what is 8 o'clock Central for you, Rosa. It's probably 6 o'clock in the morning, I think, because you guys are early. But anyway, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be teaching at the Witches Summit. Embracing our shadow. We're going to be talking about the wisdom of Tezcatlipoca and Tlazolteotl. And we're going to talk about shadow work from an indigenous point of view. And it's going to be a great class. We're going to be talking about doing that shadow work, doing that internal work for growth. And it's going to be free, and it's part of the Witches Summit. And what you do right now is you go to my bio and find the link tree and find the Witch Summit, and you sign up, or you go to the bluewitch.org and you go to the calendar and you go to the 18th and you click on it, or you find it here on Instagram or etc. But the easiest way is you go to bluewitch.org calendar, find the 18th, sign up. It's free. It's absolutely free. And you can hear me there talking about the wisdom of Tezcatlipoca and Tlazolteotl, embracing our shadow, doing shadow work. It's going to be a great class, says Rosa Posada. Well, you know me, and you know that I've been doing this Tlazolteotl, Tezcatlipoca work my whole life. So when they invited me to this summit to do shadow work, I'm like, bet, because that's my thing. So go sign up, and if you pay for the pay ticket, if you want to do like the extra pay ticket, then you get access to my The Hero's Journey class that I taught a few months back. And Rosa, people such as like you or others, if you sign up for this, then you can access a whole bunch of other witches. Jessica Oliver, hi Jessica, says, yes, it's free and starts today. The summit started this morning, I think. So run, don't walk, sign up for the summit and get all the classes and join me on Thursday. Please be there, because I would love to see you there, especially to the people who are part of the Blue Witch community. Come and get this free class and also get to meet other witches that are fantastic, organized by the Witch of Looping Hollow. Marvelously Marisa, thank you for the education. Marvelously Marisa says, I look it up. It says uncouth means lacking in good manners. Oh, now we know. Now we know. So it's like they're kind of like rude or something like that. Wow. Hello, Masas Mundo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Salud, friends. This is my second cup of coffee. Mondays and Fridays, I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and teach an ESL class for a college student. Did you know I also tutor ESL? I had tutor ESL for, I don't know, 10 years maybe? I've been tutoring on ESL. And of course, I'm not perfect. And of course, all my apprentices end up speaking like a Chilanga Chicana from Chicago. You know, because that's what that's what I sound like. Chilanga, for those who don't know, is a Mexico City person. Salud Coffee, says Rosa Posada. So let's see what the Rider-Waite Smith has for us today. Raven Digitalis is on the house. Hey, Raven. Masas Mundo. Masas Mundo. I was talking about Mazapan yesterday because we were talking about the little tiny multi-poo baby, 5-pound baby going inside of the Temazcali. Ay, masa. All right, let's see what the Rider-Waite-Smith has for us today. We're pulling 2 cards for this one. And we have the 3 of Swords reverse. And we have the card of Death reverse as well. Fear not, fear not. There are no good cards or bad cards. They are cards that they have messages, right? And the first message is telling us, this one is relating to that 6 of Cups reverse, where we see some kind of betrayal, some kind of heartache, but more than a heartache, oh, my heart hurts, it's more like a, how could they, right? It's like a big disappointment. The card being reversed is telling us, but we are healing. Yes, we might have had a heartache. Yes, we might have had a disappointment. Yes, somebody might have hurt our feelings, but we are learning. We are moving forward. Gravity is working. The swords are falling off, and I'm probably starting to heal. I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to be hopeful, and I can see how I can use this opportunity, this situation to heal and to feel better. Raven says, that's exactly what I went through yesterday. This eclipse season is intense. Yes, indeed. I know nothing about astrology, but I've been hearing about this eclipse season, and you can see it on the environment on the planet, the global majority. So the second card that we have is the card of death. And this one is reverse, right? So the card of death reverse is telling us that we are still in the process of transformation. We are not fully cooked yet, right? There's still things that we are working working towards, working out, right? We will eventually turn this death around and be a new version of ourselves. But at the moment, I think we are working towards that goal. Now, if you combine um, the ones that I pulled freehand that I'm giving you the interpretation, it was the 6 of Cups reverse. Then we have the 3 of Swords reverse and the card of Death reverse. They all are saying, yes, the lesson is hard. This is one of those bitter pills, but we are doing the work and we are trucking into it and we are moving forward. So if it is about loss of community, remember that you can build your own community. Nobody's an island, and you're gonna find like-minded people wherever you go. You're gonna find your people. Always learning and healing and sending the path and seeing the path forward. That is indeed, that's the ticket. Anyway, speaking of healing, you want to learn tarot? Do you want to learn tarot? Because I do have a pre-recorded tarot course that is 9 hours of classes talking about divination, intuition, the major arcana. We go really deep into the major arcana, then we go deep as well into the lesser arcana. Those are pre-recorded classes. You can pay, you pay for the class, but you can watch them at your own pace, right? I always tell you, if you cannot make it to my live classes, you can always watch the recording. I don't remove the access to the recording. Once you pay me for the class, listen, nobody does this, okay? Nobody does this, and I'm very proud to do it. Once you pay for the class, you have access to the class forever. You can always go back and rewatch it the next year or the year after that or 2 days later or whatever. You can always go back and rewatch the class. If you don't fit in other people's tables, then build your own table. That is the ticket. If you don't fit in other people's tables, then build your own table. And make sure it's big. Make sure it's a big table where you can welcome all the people. So come learn tarot with me. Pre-recorded classes at your own pace, or if you want your very own one-on-one private tutoring on tarot, it's a 6-month course in which we sit together one-on-one and, go to the bluewitch.org learning, scroll all the way to the bottom, tell us why you want to be an apprentice and what would you like to apprenticeship on. Last card for today. And we have the 10 of Wands reverse. Look at that Mexican charro. I love it. It's a Mexican charro, 10 of Wands. That is the jaripeo. The art of charreria, the jaripeo, the rodeo is rodeo. Rodeo, jaripeo, charreria. All of the cultural, um, all of the cultural gifts that we have given this country. Don't believe the hype. This originated in Mexico. And I have a very special wish for Hispanic Heritage Month. I'll tell you in a minute. Anyway, 10 of Wands reverse. We have the card reverse, 10 of Wands reverse. While the 10 of Wands upright indicates a willingness, the card reverse is an injustice, a burden taken unwillingly. A deception might lead to the situation, or it might be a matter of a commitment. Failure to delegate and a workaholic nature can also be the message behind this reversal. However, you got here, you are truly overwhelmed and may not recover wealth if you don't take corrective actions. All of us as a collective are very disappointed today. We are very disappointed today as a collective. All of the cards today are about that. A heartbreak, a how could they, a disappointment. We're feeling a little hopeless, and that's okay. You know why? Because while we feel our feelings and we have this sentiment of being hopeless, is gonna emphasize the minute that we find that hope again. So don't despair, my friends. Get through it. Let's just get through it. There's no other choice. We have to get through it. And the only way to get through it is with community. So keep building those communities. Keep building and paying attention and being part of those communities. 10 of Wands reverse. While the 10 of Wands upright indicates a willingness, the card reverse is an injustice, a burden taken unwillingly. A deception might lead to the situation, or it might be a matter of overcommitment. Failure to delegate and a workaholic nature can also be the message behind this reversal. However, you got here. You are truly overwhelmed and may not recover well if you don't take corrective actions. So guess what? Let's take corrective actions, right? The source of pain, I'm channeling my wonderful therapist, Gabby. The source of pain is attachment and expectations. If we learn to do away with our expectations, we are going to end up the suffering that we carry. If we don't expect anything from anyone, and it's very healthy not to expect anything from anyone because you are not moving through the planet to accommodate for others. So why do we expect that others are going to accommodate for us? That doesn't mean we're going to be willingly taking the hatred. We're not. Hello, Gibby. Speaking of Hispanic Heritage Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, I have one wish and one wish only for Hispanic Heritage Month. Can you give us back our humanity? We are humans. That's all we're asking, that you treat us like humans. All right, my friends, this is it for today. Thank you all for watching. And until we meet again, let me remind you of the tips. You can tip me if you feel like it. Blue Witch, Venmo at Blue Witch, Cashapp $0 Blue Witch 1, Zelle bluewitch at bluewitch.org. I promise you, we are humans. I promise you. Even though our skin is brown and we speak a different language, we are humans. I promise you that. Never forget that you are loved. Bye-bye.